Good morning. Happy Friday. This is a reflection on lesson 247 in A Course in Miracles, and it says, without forgiveness, I will still be blind. Without forgiveness, I will still be blind. So it's like, well, what does it mean by forgiveness? And this time it means, I think what it's talking about is seeing ourselves different than, separate than other people, and therefore holding them in judgment somehow. So when we see ourselves, I think, as the same, there's no judgment to be had. Why would we judge them when it's basically the same as judging ourselves? So forgiveness means to offer acceptance for everything. So it's saying, I accept you just as you are, and therefore I accept myself because we're one and the same. So that's kind of what I read into this. It talks about the very first line says, sin is the symbol of attack. What's that mean? Yeah. So, because what this is saying is when we have a pure vision, when we see things in a pure loving light, we don't see things as right and wrong, black and white, sin or purity. We're accepting everything just as it is, and to see sin is a symbol of attack, meaning I have attack thoughts, meaning I have judgment thoughts about that it is a sin, like it's wrong. Sin, just blanket meaning for just wrong. It shouldn't be that way. It's just I don't like it. I don't want it. And so, yeah, I can see why they would say it's a symbol of attack, meaning it's symbolizing my feeling of separateness or feeling like I'm better than that or that person. And therefore, I think what you're doing is wrong and what I'm doing is just fine. So it's really just comes down to division and separateness. So without forgiveness, I will still be blind. So it's like blind to what? I guess blind to the truth, that we are all the same, that there's only oneness. Like I heard something in a podcast yesterday say something about when two become one, that's our I think our purpose here and our goal through all the lessons we're learning as humans is just to come into the realization that where there's division is where there are two different, separate things are separate. There is not oneness. It's like that we categorize things as humans, right? This is good, that's bad, right? And then this thing said something about where two become one. So our goal, I think, is to just collapse that division into oneness. So we can realize that there's no separateness. What I do impacts literally everything else, and what they do literally impacts, there is no separation. So why would I still want to hold people separate? Why can't I try to connect at a deeper level to say, I see you and it's okay. Whatever's going on is okay. And it's this too shall pass. When we try to hold on tightly to something is to maintain this idea of it's got to look this way, it's got to be this way. And I think this idea of just when things become one, everything becomes so fluid and you don't hold on to things because there's nothing you're trying to preserve in a state because you're fearful of the change, what it would be if it changed. So there's no need to hold on. It's a continual letting go. It's a letting go becomes it doesn't even feel like an action anymore. It means, to me, just not grasping, because the letting go should be our natural state, I think. I think that's what I envision it as. But the grasping is unnatural, and that's what, when we grasp for something, it means I see it as separate. So therefore I have a fundamental flaw in my vision. If I'm just in my natural state and see things as oneness, there's no need to hold on because it's always right here, present with me. I can draw it close to me, whatever, there's no need to even draw things close because it's just right here all the time. Does that make sense? It gets very esoteric or hard to put words to, but that's the feeling of separateness, and the idea that you would even need to forgive something. Because even one of the very first lessons I read in this book was like, there's no need to forgive if you don't first attack, if you don't first judge or hold something separate. There's no need to then turn around and forgive yourself, forgive another person, because we are one, and that's our natural state. So I love that idea that it's not even a letting go, it's just a not grasping and not attaching. Okay, that's what it made me think of. Bye. Have a good weekend.